Hello everyone and welcome to the announcement of the 2021 INMA Global Media Awards. I'm Terry Carol Reed and I will be hosting today's unveiling from my home in beautiful Kingston, Jamaica. In a normal year, I would be standing in front of you, in front of an excited ballroom of news executives anxious to know the most innovative media companies in the fields of news brands, optimization of media platforms, subscriptions, business development, and data insights. Imagine a luxurious stage, people in fancy attire, silverware hitting plates, plenty of wine, hushed conversations. Then the boom of the first place winner announced, hugs and high fives, perhaps a funny stage celebration, even a photo with the INMA president. As the evening stretches on, maybe we would see strange Twitter photos of your Global Media Awards competition trophy in some pretty strange locations. I fear none of that is going to happen today. Instead, we get a carefully orchestrated Zoom moment. But let's be clear, this will never diminish the grand work that media companies achieved in one of the most substantial news years in centuries. We, as a news industry, innovated. We shattered barriers. We elevated community engagement. We accelerated change. We embraced subscriptions, data, and product at a scale never before seen. And these efforts are infusing journalism at a level never before attained. Today, we will shine a light on these historic efforts. Now, this isn't my first rodeo with INMA. While I am known for hosting conferences, webinars, and award ceremonies, in a former life, I worked for a news media company and was a proud INMA member. And most importantly, this is my 6th time hosting the Global Media Awards. So my affinity for the INMA community worldwide is unmatched. Today, we have the honor of announcing first place winners across 20 categories. Inside each category, we will spotlight winners among national brands, regional brands, and for the first time, media groups. So, from 290 finalists, we will get to 60 first place winners, and our operations teams are standing by to mail your trophies and certificates. Luckily, I have a lot of help this year. INMA has invited members of our Young Professionals Committee, the guiding lights of our Young Professionals Initiative, to announce the winners. In a minute, we'll go to their homes and offices in the 4 corners of the earth, and all mysteries of the Global Media Awards will be unveiled. And we have even more help. Thanks to the support from the Google News Initiative, we are able to execute this year's competition and announcement at an amazingly high level. Joining me from his home in New York is Robbie Brown of the Google News Initiative, who will help me contextualize some of the work announced today. Robbie, how are you? How are you surviving the pandemic? Are things opening up in New York? What's changed and what hasn't?
We're doing okay, Terry. Good to be here with you. So welcome to the Google office in Brooklyn, formerly known as my spare bedroom. And after a year in the pandemic, I figured out, for the most part, how to work in this tiny pretend office, but I'm not used to doing it in a suit and tie, so things are a little tighter than they were a year ago when I last put this on. Anyway, one thing we have gotten used to over the past year is the resiliency and the creativity of the news industry. News organizations have found ways to keep up their work despite tremendous change, and we at the Google News Initiative feel proud to support that important work, especially tonight. As many of you hopefully know, the Google News Initiative is an effort within Google to provide free products and programs focused on helping journalism in a digital era. This can mean working with reporters and editors on finding breaking stories using Google search trends, bringing those to life with data visualizations or virtual reality. It could be a fund that we just created to fight misinformation related to the COVID vaccine, or it could be another program that we just launched to help news organizations grow their revenue and their audience that we call the Digital Growth Program. This year, the GNI is celebrating our 3rd anniversary, and we're proud that in that relatively short period of time, we've worked with more than 6,000 news organizations, including many that are nominated for awards today. On a personal note, I am proud to be one of your co-pilots for today's Global Media Award announcements.
Fantastic. Thanks a bunch, Robbie. I suspect there will be plenty of synergies between the best in class campaigns unveiled today and the good work of the Google News initiative. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here is the task ahead of us. Our 44-person international jury has judged 644 entries from 212 news brands from 37 countries. They have identified 290 finalists across our 20 categories. They judge companies that should be very close in focus. For example, national brands have been judged against national brands, regional brands versus regional brands, and groups against groups. And we're going to work through these 20 categories, balancing the need for speed with the need to show off great work. You can view every single entry in the Global Media Awards competition in the Best Practice archive of INMA.org, including all collateral material. With all of this in context and all of this backstory, it's my privilege now to unveil the winners in the 2021 INMA Global Media Awards competition. As you may know, INMA's Young Professionals Initiative launched in the past year, creating space for those under 30 to interact with INMA through a scholarship program, through a Slack workspace, and for virtual training and networking. The committee governing this initiative will announce the winners. First up, for the News Brands group of categories is Mari Marta Amot, who is the Managing Director and CFO of Schibsted Bergendes Tidende and Stavanger Aftenblad in Norway. Hi, Mari Marta. I hope you're staying safe and working inside your country's COVID rules.
Hello, Terry. Thank you for that. I am safe here in Norway and doing my best to stay within all rules at all times, despite them changing almost faster than we change underwear. But luckily, we have outstanding news media sites here in Norway that captures, curates, and distributes the information so that it's possible to cope with. As some of you know, Schibsted is known for its newspaper's branding campaigns. So I am very pleased to announce the winners in the 4 categories under news brands. The first of those categories is Best Brand Awareness Campaign. And in the first of 3 groups for regional brands, the finalists are ABP for Campus to Career, Amar Ujala for Amar Ujala Hindi Heim Hum, Kleine Zeitung for It's in Your Own Hands, Newsday Media Group for If We Didn't Cover This, Who Would, El Nuevo Dia for We Live It With You, and lastly, La Voz del Interior for Fíjate en la Voz, Pay Attention to La Voz. And the first place award goes to Kleine Zeitung. The judges remarks, this is a very smart and solid campaign to improve the brand. It was very well executed in terms of branding and visuals that transfer core values. Congratulations. Still in the Best Brand Awareness Campaign category, finalists in national brands are Jong-an Ilbo for Listen for a Smart Life Millennials Current Affairs Friend campaign, De Morgen for Clearly De Morgen, the New York Times for The Truth is Essential, Life Needs Truth, the New Zealand Herald for Headspace, South China Morning Post for Your Hong Kong, Your SCMP campaign, and lastly, Verdensgang for What The. And the first place award goes to the New Zealand Herald. The jury loved this campaign for its powerful visuals and branding execution, as well for its impact, setting the standard for engagement marketing. Congratulations. Still in the Best Brand Awareness Campaign category, finalists in the group segments are Clarin for Clarin's 75th anniversary, DB Corp for Say No to Porn, Funke Mediengruppe for Coronavirus Monitor, Hearst Corporation for We Are Hearst newspaper videos, Independent Media for Heroes Don't Wear Capes, and lastly, USA Today Network Gannett for USA Today Network campaign to showcase our journalism's impact in local communities. And the first place award goes to USA Today Network Gannett. The jury praised this beautifully produced campaign for its impressive results and for its very smart concept by focusing on core values. Congratulations. Our second category is that of Best Public Relations or Community Service Campaign. And the regional finalists are Calgary Herald for A Celebration of High School Graduates 2020 in Calgary and area, Göteborgs-Posten for The Show Must Go On, The Hindu for the Hindu group Tamil Nadu Smiling, The Northern Advocate for Our Hidden Homeless, Slobodnia Dalmatia for 2020 Sudamya, Enjoy the celebration from your living room. And lastly, Times of India for Adhe Hum Adhe Humara. And the first place award goes to Slobodna Dalmatia. The jury enjoyed how Slobodna Dalmatia transformed the traditional and human-centric day into a digital experience with good community journalism and very solid visuals. Congratulations. Still, in the Best Public Relations or Community Service Campaign category, the national finalists are the Evening Standard and the Independent for Food for London Now and Help the Hungry, Gazzetta PL for LGBT+, Gazzetta Wyborcza for F off, fundraising campaign for Polish women fighting for their rights, Hindustan Times for HT, spearheading the fight against COVID-19, the spin-off for Toby Morris and Sixi Wiles COVID-19 communications, and lastly, the Times of India for Mask India. And the first place award goes to Gazzetta PL. Judges were wowed by this initiative. A media brand takes a brave stand when it matters. Impressive how the hardship were dealt with innovative products, both on the editorial and on the product front. Congratulations. Still in the Best Brand Awareness Campaign category, finalists in the group segments are African News Agency for Coronavirus Monitor, Grupo El Comercio for #Detrás de una mascarilla, the Hindu Group for Care Community Conversation, NZME for Go NZ, Building Back from COVID, Rus Media for #Vorarlberg salt zusammen, and lastly, USA Today Gannett for Gannett's Media's brands take action against systemic racism. And the first place award goes to the Hindu Group. Judges were fascinated by this impressive work, a powerful way to speak and engage the audience and do big community building. Congratulations. Our third category under news brands is best use of an event to build a news brand. And the finalists among regional brands are ABP for ABP Education, Göteborgs-Posten for Virtuella Värvet, Mackay Daily Mercury for My Town, Rus Media for Municipal Council Election, the Times of India for Adhe Hum Adha Humara, and lastly, TTELA for #Make a Christmas Difference Here. And the first place award goes to the Times of India. In the judges' eyes, this initiative delivers an amazing cross-platform approach while shining a light to an urgent social issue. Great example of turning a social issue into a news outlet asset while improving society. Congratulations. Still, in the best use of an event to build a news brand category, finalists of national brands are The Economic Times for the Economic Times Women's Forum, Hansa Media for Zagreb, a city that needs our love, Hindustan Times for Hindustan Times Codathon, India's largest coding Olympiad, Jagrant Prakashan for Only My Health, Healthcare Awards, Time for Time 100 Talks, and lastly, the Wall Street Journal for the Wall Street Journal's Job Summit 2020. And the first place award goes to Hindustan Times. Judges said this was truly impressive in scale and execution. Very good also to see the visual emphasis on girls learning how to code. This was an original initiative with results that overperform expectations. Congratulations. Still, in the best use of an event to build a news brand category, finalists of group brands are African News Agency for Fast Company's Most Innovative Companies Conference and Awards, Nation Media Group for Kusi Ideas Festival 2020, Nation Media Group for Nation Leadership Forum, and lastly, News Corp Australia for Project Ella, migrating 100 plus years of local print loyalty to digital mastheads. And the first place award goes to Nation Media Group for Nation Leadership Forum. Judges label this as a very good example of how to pivot events in the digital space. Great use of digital platforms to promote a forum on urgent issues in a very challenging time. Congratulations. Our fourth and last category under news brands is best idea to encourage reader engagement. And it focuses on how media companies develop new features to satisfy their audience's needs. Finalists in regional brands are El Colombiano for Memorias Antioquia Se Cuenta, Naidunia for Push Positive Corona, please do something positive, News Corp Australia for Toowoomba Chronicle Garden for Good, Newsday Media Group for Tracking the Coronavirus, daily informative text alerts to Long Islanders, Rus Media for hashtag Vorarlberg halt zusammen. And lastly, the Times of India for Times Secret Santa. And the first place award goes to Newsday Media Group. Judges label this an excellent and smart contribution with texting alerts on COVID, impressive sign-up rates and fantastic interaction capabilities to increase information distribution. Congratulations. Still in the best idea to encourage reader engagement category, the national finalists are Aftonbladet for Corona Live, Dagens Näringsliv for using cross-platform digital content universes to build and grow subscription audiences, Daily Maverick for Daily Maverick live journalism webinars, Frankfurter Allgemeine Zeitung for FAZ personal assistant, Stuff for Tamao Pono, Our Truth, and lastly, the Wall Street Journal for new approaches to core coverage. And the first place award goes to Stuff. This is a courageous and transparent approach on the crucial issue of trust in media, our judges said. The campaign took into account the diversity of the audience and how to best serve the community. Congratulations. Still in the best idea to encourage reader engagement category. Group finalists are Condé Nast for GQ Push-Up Challenge, Funke Mediengruppe for Coronavirus Monitor, Independent Media for Heroes Don't Wear Capes, News Corp Australia for Project Ella, transitioning 100 plus years of local print legacy to digital audiences, Ringier Axel Springer for National Test for Pulse Health, the key to user engagement. And lastly, the Times Group for Times Scan It, Own It Festival. And the first place award goes to Condé Nast. Judges said this is a brilliant initiative that helps keep the world in shape. Very smart use of evergreen content on issues that drive high engagement. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the conclusions for the Newsbrand group of categories. Congratulations to all the winners and all the best to you from Norway and from me here in the newsroom of Stavanger Aftenblad. Now over to you, Terry. Did I pronounce everything fairly correct?
I'll check with the German, Indian, and Latin American judges and get back to you on that. Robbie, what stood out to you among these Newsbrand winners?
So my first thought is these are powerful campaigns. They sparked engagement. They built on their core values, and they found creative ways to reach new audiences. So I also thought these initiatives had great visuals and branding across a variety of different platforms. They took some really smart marketing approaches on important topics.
There's no rest for the weary, Robbie. We're going to keep plugging along and now go to New Delhi, India, where Brinda Kumar of HT Media joins us to talk about media platforms.
Thanks, Terry, and namaste from New Delhi. Listening to Murray Mate and knowing the dominance of Scandinavian media companies in the Global Media Awards, I have to say, to balance this out, that India fares very well in this competition too. Our next group covers 4 categories, and our focus is on media platforms. What does that mean? Think optimizing print, video, audio, social media, creative uses of each. The finalists among the regional brands are Amar Ujala for Amar Ujala Hindi Hai Hum, Amar Ujala for felicitating our Humrahi, our companion, the newspaper trade network, Bangalore Mirror for BM Doctors Day special copies, Maharashtra Times for Tulsi seed insertion in live newspaper, Rashtradoot for Rashtradoot, the bilingual newspaper, and Rus Media for Vorarlberg Allzusammen. And the first place award goes to Rus Media. Judges were delighted with this strong strategy to activate local business and local politics. They called it a very smart community approach. Congratulations to everyone at Rus Media. Still in the best use of print category, the finalists from the national brands are Daily Maverick for launch of Daily Maverick 168, Helsingin Sanomat for Read Between the Lines, Compass Media for Compass 55 Mask, De Morgan for Clearly De Morgan, Toronto Star for Together, Varsanji List for New Sunday Edition, and apologies again for any mispronunciations there. And the first place award goes to De Morgan. Judges said this entry has an amazing design work with visual pieces promoting content relevance and brand awareness in a very effective way. Stylish, colorful, and attention-grabbing. Still in the best use of print category, the group finalists are Nation Media Group for Daily Nation Rebrand, News Corp Australia for Hibernation, NZME for Viva Magazine, and the Times of India Group for Mask Filter Cloth Insertion in Live Paper. And the first place award goes to NZME. Judges lauded a great sense of opportunity and agile management. incredible market positioning, and an editorial value proposition that matters here. Congratulations to everyone at NZME. The next category looks at the best use of video. The finalists among the regional brands are Alabama Media Group for All You All, Calgary Herald and Calgary Sun for On the Road, Honolulu Star Advertiser for Live All-Star Lineup, Kleine Zeitung for Future Talks, News Corp Australia for Toowoomba Chronicle Garden for Good, and Roos Media for Vorarlberg Live. And the first place award goes to Alabama Media Group. Our judges threw out superlatives such as amazing stuff, touching and timely, an effort that delivers creativity combined with great production and video storytelling. Congratulations to everyone at the Alabama Media Group. Still in the best use of video category, national brand finalists are Danish Broadcasting Corporation for The Road to the Old Stage, a day in the shoes of a prima ballerina, Expressen for Inside the Pandemic, Infobay for Stories from the Delta Isolated by the Pandemic, News 24 for News 24 in partnership with Adcock Ingrag OTC, The Times of India for Mornings with Newspaper, VGTV for Tharjay's Experiment. And the first place award goes to VGTV. Wow, what an inspiration, said the judges. This was an extremely touching video series broken down in a smart way to engage. Still in the best use of video category, the group finalists are Bonnier News Local for streaming of live sport, increase loyalty in reader revenue with stunning numbers, Hearst Corporation for VR Hearst newspapers videos, Jagran New Media for Savlon and Jagran New Media, News Corp Australia for the Night Watch, NZME for Vote 2020 election night coverage, and USA Today Network and Gannett for High School Sports Awards American Influencer Awards. And the first place award goes to News Corp Australia. Judges praised the incredible video production and content approach. They described the entry as a great example for publishers on how to extend the storylines and interact with people. Congratulations to everyone at News Corp Australia. For the next category, the best use of audio prizes the combination of creativity, audio storytelling, and engagement with the brand. Our judges shortlisted 3 finalists among the regional brands. El Colombiano for Dame 3 Minutes y Te Explico, Lancaster Farming Newspaper for Lancaster Farming Industrial Hemp Podcast, TTELA Stampen Local Media for TTELA Documentary. And the first place award goes to El Colombiano. Excellent audio design with an innovative use of distribution forms via WhatsApp to expand reach. Great idea and execution. Congratulations to everyone at El Colombiano. Still in the best use of audio category, national brand finalists are Food for Zanzi for Farmers Inside Track, Frankfurter Allgemeine Zeitung for FAZ Audio, The Irish Times for the Women's Podcast and Virtual Event Series in association with Green and Blacks, Media 24 for Exodus, Uncovering a Cult in KwaZulu Natal, Navbharat Times and eSamay for Gold, largest Hindi Bengali audio infotainment service in the world, and Stuff for 1 Hot Minute. And the first place award goes to The Irish Times. This entry displays quality engagement topics, very good sponsor partnership, sustainable and successful product. Bravo. Still in the best use of audio category, the group finalists are Australian Community Media for Voice of Real Australia, HD Media for HD Smartcast from news to entertainment to everything in between, Nation Media Group for Nation Audio, News Corp Australia for On Guard, stories from inside Australia's toughest prisons, and NZME for HP Business Class. And the first prize award goes to Australian Community Media. Congratulations. Judges said this was an excellent approach on the sound storytelling front and good construction of episodes with the clear ambition to use the podcast format for brand extension. Congratulations again to everyone at Australian Community Media. In our 8th category, Best Use of Social Media, regional brand finalists are Honolulu Star Advertiser for Live All-Star Lineup, Newsday for Long Islanders by Long Islanders, providing community during an unsettling year, and Roos Media for Volat Story. And the first prize award goes to Roos Media. Judges said this was a very effective experiment with trendy narratives and an excellent way of approaching the design of a new news product. Congratulations to everyone at Roos Media. Still in the best use of social media category, national brand finalists are Bleak Group for Soda by Bleak, Journalism for Jen, The Economist for The Economist on social media, Hindustan Times for HT spearheading the fight against COVID-19, India Today Group for India Today Group Digital, the New Zealand Herald for the Lockdown Lifeline, and Publico for how we increased Instagram followers and website traffic. And the first place award goes to The Economist. This was a consistent, effective, and compelling information in small pieces, fully thought to reach young audiences according to the jury. It was an ambitious project even for a stellar brand like The Economist. Congratulations again to everyone at The Economist. Still in the best use of social media category, the group finalists are Jagran Prakashan for Positive India series, Jagran Prakashan for Rising India, Ringier Axel Springer for Real Influencers, how the social media empowered the medics. And the first place award goes to Ringier Axel Springer. Judges commented that this was an amazing example of combining an unspoken and important issue with digital influencers. Very good strategy and planning and great execution with impactful numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up my report from India. Big congratulations to the winners, but the question all the winners and finalists want to know is, Terry, are the awards in the mail?
Thanks, Brenda. And yes, I just checked with our Jamaican Awards operation team in my backyard. We just hit the send button on categories 1 to 8. So hopefully your awards will make it through customs in a matter of days. So Robbie, how is the New York Awards mailing operation going?
Well, in New York, we may be able to eat in restaurants, but unfortunately, we cannot yet ship awards, but that is fine. We are more focused on the early trends in the awards competition. First, not a lot of repeat winners, except for Roos Media in Austria. Second, I thought surely the Indian finalists in the second group would yield a winner, but the Indian winners came in the news brand group. So curious if those trends will continue.
Well, Robbie, we'll find out soon enough. Our next group of categories represents the hottest subject in news media and something the Google News Initiative has actively supported: subscriptions. Joining us from Santiago, Chile, is the publisher and chief revenue officer of America Economia, Nicholas O'Connor. Buenos dias a la mite, Nicholas.
Muchas gracias, Terry. Alves Gia Ditch, as we'd say in Ireland. Correct, I am an Irishman based here in Santiago de Chile, where I lead up revenue operations for Amerigonomia. It's a long story, but we do not have time for that today. As you said, it's time to talk subscriptions. INMA has chosen to tell that story through 4 lenses: how to register users, how to acquire subscribers, how to retain subscribers, and the best subscription niche product. In the best initiative to register users category, the finalists among regional brands are Rus Media for vol.at Landelpunkt, Times of India for Times Bapa, and the first place award goes to Rus Media. Judges describe this campaign as a smart way to leverage the brick and mortar loyalty card mechanism and apply it to digital news consumption to grow engagement. Still, in the best initiative to register users category, finalists among the national brands are Dagens Næringsliv for Fantasy Fund, the Globe and Mail for fully dynamic personalized real-time paywall, HLN for HLN Live, Hindustan Times for Hindustan Times Codathon, India's largest coding Olympiad, Politiken for the Bezer Whizzer Christmas Battle, the Straits Times for the Straits Times gift and article feature. And the first place award goes to Dagens Næringsliv. Here, judges love the approach of using a gaming mentality paired with a community around the game. Amazing numbers and a format that can be replicated in other subjects. Still in the best initiative to register users category, the jury chose 1 finalist and therefore, no surprise, 1 winner in the group segment. That first place recipient is Funke Mediengruppe for quintupling the number of newsletter recipients within a year. Judges praised the extraordinary strategy of creating a dedicated newsletter team with both editorial and marketing resources, and with data-driven inputs. Very impressive numbers. Now, let's look at our next category, Best Initiative to Acquire Subscribers. Finalists among the regional brands are Bergens Tidende for how Bergens Tidende boosted subscriptions with rich and unique automated texts. The Courier Mail for scoring with college sport. Göteborgs Posten for Sistrar. Kleine Zeitung for It's in Your Own Hands. Piano for how piano helped the Daily Memphian achieve a 12-month subscriber goal in 3 weeks. Rus Media for vol.at Landelpunkt. And the first place award goes to Göteborgs Posten. Here, judges loved this outstanding growth concept of high-quality reporting, reaching the target group by using all the channels and building different entries. Continuing in the best initiative to acquire subscribers category, the finalists among national brands are Aftenposten for Life at Home vertical, Bild for dynamic pricing, Expressen for Bullseye, hitting 118,000 by aiming the right content to the right audience. The Globe and Mail for fully dynamic, personalized real-time paywall. Helsingin Sanomat for HS Lasten Uutiset, introducing the newspaper to a new generation. Neue Zürcher Zeitung for NZZ, dynamic paywall and access strategy evolution. And the first place award goes to Aftenposten. Judges lauded this very well executed campaign and cited the strengthening of the brand, reaching new audiences using all the resources and technology available, and showing powerful results above expectations. We're still continuing in the best initiative to acquire subscribers category, and now we're going to look at the group segment. Here, the finalists are Media for Plus Alt, all news in one subscription. Bonnier News Local for streaming of live sport, increase loyalty and reader revenue with stunning numbers. Media News Group for Media News Group unlocks digital subscriptions audience and advertising growth. News Corp Australia for heroing local journalism. News Corp Australia for On Guard, stories from inside Australia's toughest prisons. And NTN for local news has a great value. Let's get ready to double. And the first place award goes to Media. Here, our jury described this as a comprehensive, company-wide initiative, yielding impressive and accelerated growth. The increase in local journalism outputs is very encouraging. Ladies and gentlemen, we're now halfway through our 20 categories. And now we're moving on to category number 11. Our 11th category hones in on what media companies worldwide are focused on after the COVID subscription bump. How to retain those hard-fought won subscribers. In the best initiative to retain subscribers category, the finalists among regional brands are Funke Mediengruppe for how to execute a paid content price increase and keep your customers happy. The Sydney Morning Herald and the Age for Project Engage. Vijay Karnataka for newspaper delivery superheroes. And the first place award goes to Vijay Karnataka. Judges were delighted with this smart and entertaining approach to an incredibly hard problem. It turned a harsh situation into an opportunity for reach and brand impact. Congratulations. Staying in this category, we're going to have a look at the national finalists. They are as follows. Dagens Næringsliv for using cross-platform digital content universes to build and grow subscription audiences. Expressen for Bullseye, hitting 118,000 by aiming the right content to the right audience. The Globe and Mail for Globe Up Close, a subscriber event series to reduce churn. Insider for Insider Subscription Paywall, Win-Back Test. The New Zealand Herald for driving digital access. Subtext for increasing touch points. Top media organization grows and retains subscribers via text. And the winner is Express. Well done. Here, judges lauded this initiative for its impressive growth, partly due to bringing churn way down. It was an excellent approach by focusing on the user needs and on personal attention. Still, in the best initiative to retain subscribers category, the group finalists are Media for Plus Alt, all news in one subscription. Media for the Churn initiative. Bonnier News Local for streaming of live sport, increase loyalty and reader revenue with stunning numbers. News Corp Australia for Project Ella, migrating 10,000 local print subscribers to digital subscriptions. Piano for how Funke Mediengruppe's new subscription strategy helps finance local journalism. And Schibsted Media for how to win the hearts of Norwegian bankers. And the winner is Media for Plus Alt, all news in one subscription. This was a great comprehensive retention initiative focused on the end-to-end cycle, from onboarding new subscribers to optimizing the win-back process. Category 12. Our 12th category is that of the best subscription niche product. This category looks after the creative products to keep readers loyal and engaged. Here, the jury chose one finalist as a regional winner, and they are Rus Media for Vol.at Landelpunkt. Judges called this strategy a great strategy to boost loyalty. This is based on the concept of commitment via membership, adds exchangeable points as an incentive to log in every day, and transforms it into a routine and later into an active community booster. Staying in the best subscription niche product category, we're going to look at the national brand finalists. They are Aftenposten for digital wine tastings, Dagens Næringsliv for building a wine content universe to build and grow subscription audiences, The Daily Beast for the Daily Beast, the new abnormal live, Expressen for Kickstart, how we engaged our subscribers by getting them off the couch, Media24 for newsletter Good Morning South Africa, and Navbharat Times and A Samai for Gold, largest Hindi Bengali audio infotainment service in the world. And the first place award goes to Aftenposten. Congratulations. Here we have a great use of an already existing product by implementing digital tools and platforms while providing an appreciated experience for their users at home. Staying in the best subscription niche product category, the jury chose one finalist and therefore one winner in the group segment, and that is A Media for Plus Alt, all news in one subscription. Judges praised A Media for aggregating local news from many titles into one subscriber package. They described the initiatives as an excellent way to give subscribers even greater value from already existing content. That wraps up the subscriptions group, Terry. Back to you in Jamaica, and from Santiago de Chile, buenas tardes.
Thanks, man. We will make a Jamaican out of you yet. Okay, Robbie, the Google News Initiative spends a lot of time on subscriptions. What did you see in the subscriptions group that really stood out?
I saw 4 themes that stood out among the 12 first place winners. First, subscriptions that focused on younger audiences. Second, ones that focused on simplifying users' lives. Third, subscriptions that aggregated news from multiple titles into a single place and made that value clear. And then the last is subscriptions that focused on the user experience and created interesting opportunities for users to interact with the news organization. And at Google, these are the same themes that we're seeing emerge from our subscriptions labs around the world, including the one we're doing right now in Europe with INMA.
Thanks for that, Robbie. Now we jump from subscriptions to business development, namely ad sales, native advertising, digital commerce, and product and tech. And we also jump from Chile to Sydney, Australia, where Belle Taylor, head of brand and acquisition at Nine, publishers of brands like the Sydney Morning Herald, The Age, and Australian Financial Review, joins us. Belle, are you joining us from your home or your office?
Luckily, Terry, there are advantages to living on an island in the Pacific Ocean where COVID has mostly been kept at bay. I'm working out of the office today and struggling to explain to my colleagues why I'm dressed for an awards dinner. So perhaps it's best to get straight to the winners in the business development group. In the best idea to grow advertising sales category, the regional brand finalists are Advanced Local Media for Northeast Virtual College Fair, Amar Udala for Amar Udala Shubh Labh, Johannesburg Posten for plus 105%, L&P Media Group for L&P Media Group Local Business Stimulus Program. Rus Media for Ländlershop.at. Vijay Karnataka for VK Corona Guide, a much-needed boost in revenue. And the winner is Johannesburg Colston. Congratulations for the great results reached from your new ad solution, our judges said. What a solid idea and execution for raising the advertising business. Still in the best idea to grow advertising sales category, the finalists among the national brands are the Daily Protham Alo for 6.15 kilometers of hope, Dainik Bashkar for Unlock Bharat, Food for Bzansi for It Can Be with Standard Bank, Hindustan Times for Hindustan Times Codathon, India's largest coding Olympiad, Independent News and Media for INM Programmatic Plus, Stuff for Finding New Ground. And the first place goes to Hindustan Times. Judges said this was a perfect example of using the reach of media to empower and strengthen the ties with users and to foster revenue from sponsors while making a positive impact on society. Still in the best idea to grow advertising sales category, finalists in the group segment are African News Agency for African News Agency Digital Magazines, DB Corp for Milestone Edition Series, News Corp Australia for Project Rapid Fire, rapid revenue retention following the closure of 40 plus print titles, NZME for Go NZ, Star Metroland Media for Saluting the Front Lines, The Times Group for Times Scan It, Own It Festival. And the first place goes to News Corp Australia. Very effective transformation effort with good optimization of the sales team and an extraordinary marketing effort. Our next category, Best Execution of Native Advertising, looks after the most effective use of branded or sponsored content in a media company's platform. The finalists among the regional brands are Adressia Wiesen for Biocraft, how to make circular economy and sustainability valuable for local readers and business owners. Amar Udala for Amar Udala Shubh Labh. Herald Sun for Best You Can Be. The Hindu for the Hindu Tamil Nadu Smiling. Rus Media for hashtag Guns Viral Bug Testit. Rus Media for how do you handle your rights during COVID-19. And the first place goes to Adressia Wiesen. Judges called this a smart approach to turning an urgent issue like sustainability and the circular economy into a more palpable daily routine. Still in the best execution of native advertising category, the finalists among the national brands are 24 SATA for hashtag Pinky Promise, Bloomberg Media for Building City Resilience, Extra Bloodette for Lockdown News Cinema, Media 24 for Brand Studio 24 and Nedbanks. Shipstead Partner Studio for Biltema, more than just cars. South China Morning Post for Holiday at Home, Hong Kong Tourism Board. And the first place goes to Bloomberg Media. Judges labelled this a high-quality initiative and a great example of how native advertising can be timely, compelling, and informative. Still in the best execution of native advertising category, the finalists in the group segment are African News Agency for African News Agency digital magazines, INMA Media for virtual opening of Vapors plant and the launch of the new Novacta brand, El Comercio for #Buenos con Huevos, NZME for Chorus Project Connect, Ringier Axel Springer for Men's Secret Taboo, Tribune Publishing Content Studio 1847 for Celebrate the Holidays. And the first place goes to Ringier Axel Springer. Judges noted the excellent use of unique storytelling with a strong focus on education. They called this a perfect mix of advertising and branded content where everyone wins: publisher, client, and consumers. Our next category, Best Digital Commerce Initiative, is a new category that puts media companies at the nexus of consumers and the transaction of goods and services. Among the regional brands, the jury chose one finalist and consequently a winner. That is Rus Media for Ländlershop.at. This is a newspaper that knows well how to serve its community, judges said. They also created an innovative income source that is an excellent blueprint for regional newspapers. Still in the Best Digital Commerce Initiative category, the finalists in the national brands are Dagens Nyheter and Tipsa for new media revenue and reader loyalty through e-commerce, Funke Digital from World Wide Web to bookshelves everywhere, InfoMoney for the MBA initiative, Crone Multimedia for content to commerce, #Black Friday, NBC Universal for Peacock Presents Holiday Steals and Deals with Jill Martin, Wirecutter, a New York Times company, for unparalleled reader service. And the first place goes to Funke Digital. Judges said this was a great use of strong branding to demonstrate the product range and create a new business vertical. Very interesting how they met the demand of their users and built on top of it. Meanwhile, judges selected no finalists for the group segment in the Best Digital Commerce Initiative. In our 16th category, Best Product and Tech Innovation, we focus on unique tech or digital solutions to enhance usability. The finalists among the regional brands are Funke Digital for Growth Hack, doubling reach in home market with second brand in 6 months, Malayala Manorama for Manorama Online, Rus Media for Vol.at Story. And the first place goes to Malayala Manorama. Judges noted this was a fresh new way to report with impressive results on growth and a drop in churn. This was a fantastic use of personalization innovation. Still in the Best Product and Tech Innovation category, the finalists among national brands are The Globe and Mail for Sophie Automated Print Laydown. Hindustan Times for Hindustan Times Codathon, India's largest coding Olympiad. The Irish Times for the Irish Times website and app. The New Zealand Herald for NZ Herald app relaunch. Nikkei for Nikkei Wave, the experimental app for new technologies. PA Media for PA Explore. And the first place goes to PA Media. Judges describe this as a fantastic innovation platform that provides a richer context, having solutions like multimedia articles ready to publish. Still in the best product and tech innovation category, the finalists in the group segment are ABP for admissiontree.in, African News Agency for Coronavirus Monitor, R Media for Plus Alt, all news in one subscription, Chlorine for Immersion Chlorine, Metro World News for Publimetro Colombia Mobile First Update, Nation Media for Nation.Africa. And the first place goes to African News Agency. Our judges said this was well implemented and an important project to battle disinformation. It was a complete example of public service by data usage while providing helpful information. That wraps up the Business Development Group from Australia. Big congratulations to all of the winners.
Thank you so much, Belle, and I hope the rest of the world looks more like Australia very soon. So let me guess, Robbie, your eye went to the product and tech category.
You guessed it, Terry. It must be a Google thing. I like the innovative approach by PA Media. They work together with their customers to understand their needs and their habits, and then they use those lessons to speed up the release of tools that help provide multimedia articles. And for the African News Agency, what an interesting project to battle disinformation. That was a strong example of public service through the use of data.
I absolutely concur, Robbie. Fantastic. Well, folks, we're ready to tackle our final 4 categories, and they all fall under the Data and Insights header. To get us through the last mile or the last kilometer, we jump to South Africa, where Sarah Survey, representing independent media, is waiting to unveil the winners.
Thanks so much, Terry, and good to see you again. I must confess I missed the INMA Global Media Awards dinners, and I can't wait to see you when INMA meets in person, hopefully next year. For now, we will make Zoom work again as we look at data and insights, tools which help editorial, sales, and research teams meet database decisions for better business outcomes. Our first category in this group is best use of data to drive subscriptions, content, and product design. The finalists among regional brands are Bergens Tidende for how Bergens Tidende boosted subscriptions with rich and unique automated texts, Göteborgs Posten for changing low-performing content, Mediahus for we win or we learn, Mittelbayerische Zeitung for drive, Rus Media for VN Township Stats, Rus Media for vol.at Landelpunkte, and the winner is Mittelbayerische Zeitung. This is a powerful example of use of data to enhance subscriptions and generate collaboration at scale for the benefit of the ecosystem, according to the judges, who cited this as an open way to share insights towards a common interface is truly inspiring. Still, in the best use of data to drive subscriptions, content, product design, category, the finalists among national brands are CBC Radio Canada for how RAD crafted its reports thanks to data from their community, The Daily Beast for the Daily Beast, Beast Inside, Dow Jones for Data-Led Market Watch membership model, the Globe and Mail for fully dynamic, personalized, real-time paywall, Depressor for analytics ecosystem at Depressor, a story about finding the sweet spot between functionality and beauty in data, Verdens Gank for the Corona Live Tracker. And the first place goes to the Daily Beast. Judges call this an exciting learning experience and shows everyone can create digital subscription in today's media environment. They describe this initiative as an excellent approach that redefines the logic of loyalty. Still, in the best use of data to drive subscriptions, content product design category, the finalists in the group segments are Our Media for the Churn Initiative, Ipen Digital for ID Editorial News Assistant, Metro News World for Metro US Hispanics, Nation Media Group for Paywall Implementation, News Corps Australia for Project Ella, leveraging our audience data to transition local print subscribers and audiences to digital subscriptions, 9 for retaining digital subscribers beyond the pandemic. And the winner is 9. Judges describe this initiative as an excellent coordination of data, branding, editorial, and design to determine the best strategies to retain the cover-driven readers. Our next category is best use of data to drive advertising. While the jury selected no winner for regional brands, the finalists among national brands are Bloomberg Media for Customer Centricity Index, Independent News and Media for Programmatic Plus, best use of data to drive advertising, South China Morning Post for SCMP Signal, the first publisher-built brand suitability tool, and the winner is Independent News and Media. Judges said this was very effective use of programmatic targeting via contextual and behavioral targeting, and great data science and rising numbers delivered. Still, in the best use of data to drive advertising category, the finalists in the group segment are Our Media for No Educated Guesses, Just Hard Insights, Jagran Prakashan for Data Labs Project, Media Hus for gaining customer insights by using innovative content profiling for Activia, NZME for Rock Gas Database and Census Data Match, Singapore Press Holdings for brand safety classification to aid inventory exposure, and Times Media Group for affluence campaign. And the first place goes to Media Hus. Judges describe this entry as a good use of data in a media experience to track and target a branded content product and its audience. It also was a good model of insight generation and subsequent advertising positioning. Our 19th category is best use of data to automate or personalize. The finalists among the regional brands are Badische Verlag for Data Machine, Bergens Tidende for how Bergens Tidende created rich and unique automated texts, La Gazzetta for Quality Index for content generation automation, and the first place goes to Badische Verlag. Judges pointed out that it is fantastic how a data-driven strategy can transform newspapers of any size, providing a solid base to sustain growth in a regional market. Still, in the best use of data to automate or personalize category, finalists among the national brands are Blick for personalized content on Blick homepage, Project Fox, Bloomberg Media for story threads, the Globe and Mail for fully dynamic personalized real-time paywall, the New Yorker for subscriber personalized recommendation email testing, South China Morning Post for SCMP's audience contact strategy, the Wall Street Journal for the dynamic pricing model, and the first place goes to the Globe and Mail. This initiative shows the power of dynamic approach and personalization when it goes to readers' revenue generation, judges said. Still, in the best use of data to automate or personalize category, the finalists in the group segment are Epen Digital for personal news assistant, NZME for Corona Surf Reports, NZME for One Roof accelerates audience growth with personalization, automation, and AI tools. And the first place goes to NZME for Corona Surf Reports. Our jury said this was a very good use of context to deliver on emotion and geolocation, as well as excellent brand positioning, visuals, and tech execution. Our 20th and final category is a popular one in the data community, Best Data Dashboard. Among regional brands, there are 2 finalists. Newsday Media Group for tracking the coronavirus on Long Island, Rus Media for VN Township Stats, and the first place goes to Newsday Media Group. Judges describe this as an excellent initiative under a very pressuring context with amazing integration of live data, a fantastic journalism product. Still in the Best Data Dashboard category, the finalists among national brands are American Press Institute for Customer Dashboards, In Metrics for NewsSolve, the problem of bad analytics, Neue Zürcher Zeitung for NZZ Article Score, News24 for News24 COVID-19 Dashboard, Ringier for Equal Voice Factor as a service at Ringier, South China Morning Post for C3PO Dashboard, fostering cross-department collaboration with data, Faradens Gank for a user-centric approach to dashboard metrics, and the first place goes to South China Morning Post. Judges lauded this excellent dashboard that is an inspiration for other publishers. Tremendous efforts on data visualization, UX, and UI efforts. Still in the Best Data Dashboard category, the finalists in the group segment are Our Media for No Educated Guesses, Just Hard Insights, Google for GNI Data Tools, News Consumer Insights, Metro World News for Metro's Data Strategy, 9 for TED Topics Editor Dashboard, NZME for One Roof Management Dashboard, and the first place goes to 9. Judges said this is a powerful tool to enhance the efficiency of editorial management. It also is a very smart move to help editors understand what content is, driving impact and loyalty from their users. On that final comment, that's it for the Data and Insights group from South Africa. Terry, does this mean that we're done?
Not quite, Sarah, not quite. Hold your horses. From these 58 first place winners, our jury held a separate judging to determine the best initiative in each world region and ultimately the global best in show. Yet before we pivot to these grand prize winners, Robbie, I saw off camera that you're keeping score. What's the lead to the story so far?
I am. So if we're only judging first place recipients, 43 companies won 58 first place awards. The big winner is Rus Media in Austria with 5 first places. They are followed by A Media with 3. 9 other companies won 2 first places. Aftenposten, Funke Media Group, Gothenburg Post, Hindustan Times, News Corp Australia, Newsday Media Group, 9, NZME, and Ringier Axel Springer. So congratulations to those multi-category winners. Before I turn it back to Terry for the final pivot, I just want to say thanks to all the finalists. You are all winners. And on behalf of the Google News Initiative, congratulations. Back to you, Terry.
I couldn't agree more with Robbie that everyone on the shortlist is a winner. All of the 58 first place recipients are winners. Yet, 6 of these companies and initiatives stood out the most in the judges' minds, and one of those 6 stood a head taller than all. To take us home to the best in show, I turn the presentation to T. Zhuo of Singapore Press Holdings, who will explain how this will work.
Thanks, Terry. We now conclude today's virtual ceremony with the announcement of the Best in Show. To get to that final award for general excellence, the grand prize of the competition, we asked our judges to pick among 644 entries, the very best from 6 world regions: Africa, the Asia Pacific, Europe, Latin America, North America, and finally, South Asia. We'll now unveil those regional winners. And we start in Africa, where Best in Africa goes to Nation Media Group for Nation Leadership Forum. In the judges' eyes, this is a great example of how to promote a forum in a digital environment. Outstanding job, Nation Media Group. In my region of the world, the Best in Asia Pacific is awarded to Staff for Tamato Pono, Our Truth. Truth, trust, integrity. Simple words and a powerful campaign with an apology for racism of the past. Such honesty shows how powerful journalism can be. Bravo, staff. Next, Best in Europe goes to Mittelbayerische Zeitung for Drive. It's a powerful example of data used to enhance subscriptions. The open way to share insights towards a common interface is truly inspiring. Congratulations, Mittelbayerische Zeitung. Going to the Southern Hemisphere, Best in Latin America goes to El Colombiano for Dame 3 minutos y te explico. The judges praise this great campaign for its excellent audio design with an innovative use of distribution via WhatsApp to expand reach. A great initiative, El Colombiano. Now pivoting north, the Best in North America goes to The Globe and Mail for fully dynamic, personalized, real-time paywall. This initiative shows the power of a dynamic approach and personalization when it goes to readers' revenue generation. This is cutting-edge work, the Globe and Mail. And finally, for my neighbors to the west, Best in South Asia goes to the Hindustan Times for Hindustan Times Codathon, India's largest coding Olympiad. This was truly impressive in skill and execution, an original initiative with results that overperformed expectations. A fantastic achievement, the Hindustan Times. So now that we know the regional winners, which among these is the global Best in Show? To answer this, let's jump to Germany, where Katharina Neubert of Insider, the chair of the INMA Young Professionals Committee for the past year, is with us to unveil the final piece to the puzzle. Kate, please.
Thanks, T. And congratulations again to each of you. You should be proud of the work you've done. From what I've witnessed today, I'm struck by the impact and the creativity of so many initiatives. I'm struck by the focus on brand engagement and innovation. You all truly inspire us. While each of these campaigns is a regional winner, judges seeking a global best in show were searching for initiatives that brought together all aspects of creativity, relevance, and results with a splash of inspiration. It is with that high standard in mind that I am pleased to announce that from these regional winners, the Global Best in Show 2021 goes to Mittelbayerische Zeitung for Drive. Drive is a collaborative approach that is enabling a group of regional German publishers to share resources, data, and insights to build a data warehouse to support their digital subscription strategy. This project aims to accelerate subscriptions in a creative and innovative way. You can read more about this at inma.org. So congratulations again to the team at Mittelbayerische Zeitung. On that note, all of the mysteries have been revealed, Terry. So back to you in Jamaica.
What a fun ride around the world with our diverse young professionals committee. Big thanks to Kate, Mary Magda, Brenda, Sarah, Belle, Nicholas, and T. Also thanks to my co-pilot Robbie Brown of the Google News Initiative. Big thanks to you and GNI for your support of the INMA Global Media Awards. And I would be remiss if I didn't thank the dozens of judges who spent so many hours evaluating these entries. Ladies and gentlemen, I am told that your trophies and certificates are now en route to you. Twitter is blowing up with congratulatory messages and inma.org traffic is surging even as we speak. While I would have loved to have met you all personally, I must say that it's been an honor to have the INMA family in my home here in Kingston. I hope we can connect in person soon. So on behalf of the International News Media Association, thanks for your support, thanks for your participation, and thanks for your ongoing encouragement. Be safe, everyone. Take care.